I never felt good in my own body. I always felt like no one treats me serious. I always felt weak and alone. But the truth is, life changes completely when you become muscular. When I started weightlifting, girls liked me more. I had more respect from other people and my social life became better in every single way. And the truth is that I delayed the decision to start weightlifting for months and months. And to be honest with you, every single day you wait to start weightlifting, to start going to the gym, you lose one full day of training, one full day of progress. So you probably want to change your life just like I did. If that's so, let me tell you my story. I wake up, I go to my bathroom, I take my shower, morning shower, and I look into the mirror. I see weak, skinny fat guy, and then I have this thought that, oh, I watch all of these Marvel movies, I watch all of these superheroes shows, and those people, those heroes, they have amazing physiques. And here I am in my bathroom, standing like some dumbass, with skinny arms and but big, like fluffy stomach. But the most funny thing about this is that I'm so in love with one girl that I want to ask her out. I already told her my feelings, but I know that I'm not attractive in any sense. That was me 2 years ago. Of course I'm not with that girl. Of course she rejected me. But the truth is that I've always struggled with that. The truth is that I always wanted to be more attractive for girls, to be actually loved in any way. And that was my primary goal, that was my primary motivation to start weightlifting and build an amazing body that I will be proud of. That I will not only be proud of, but also that will be somewhat attractive. So I knew I have to change something, and that thing was starting weightlifting. And if you are anything like me, you probably don't know anything about weightlifting. You probably feel like, oh yeah, I don't know what I should even do to start training. And that's funny because it reminds me of a time of my first gym session. I paid my membership. Here I am, I stand there. Someone there squatting like a couple of plates. Someone bench pressing tons of kilos. Someone doing cardio. Someone curling their biceps. Someone deadlifting. I feel pumped up, but the truth is that here I am, that skinny guy, that skinny arms looking like this rabbit who stands there. And I don't know what should I even do. So my approach was simple. I wanted to just play with that. Go and learn. To this time, I remember I go to one of... He don't train in my gym, but he was like, I don't know, I saw him only one time. And I went to him and I asked him, hey, do you know how can I train my back? And he said, oh, let me show you that exercise, whatever. And he showed me rows, he showed me this strange exercise when you have these cables and you do that with them, whatever. And that was basically how I started learning about the gym. Of course, after a couple of days, after a couple of weeks, I started also watching YouTube videos, self-educating myself. But the funniest thing about that was to meet those people, talk with them, ask them for their advices. Today I would not be where I am if I would not ask for advice from other people. You maybe wonder if I actually achieved my goal. Yeah. Oh, but girls don't care about your muscles. Shut up, bro. Really? If they would be honest with you, they care. If they would be totally honest with you, they care. Most of them care. They would rather be with someone muscular. Of course, not in a, like this steroid bodybuilder type, but someone quite fairly muscular than with someone who is ultra skinny or someone who is ultra fat. Of course, they would rather be with someone more athletic, more fit, because that V-taper, it's just biological thing that they are naturally attracted to. And you may be stupid. You may be stupid and think, oh, if that's how the game works, I don't want to play it. It's called the black pill. I was that guy a couple of years ago. Really. I remember myself just oh, I'm not attractive, so I don't want to play that game. But what if you change your mindset and actually ask yourself, what can I change to become better in that game? What is the meta of that game? Okay, strong masculine body. How can I achieve that body? When you play video games, you always choose meta. You always choose the character who is currently in the meta. So why don't you choose your meta in real life? It's a common sense, but so many of young guys still don't understand that. Also, you may be somewhat right, because it's not also about your muscles. Yeah, let me explain. 1 year ago, I was invited to a party. It was a formal party, so I go there. I'm in my uniform. I was already training for 1 year. I look kind of muscular. I have my uniform, I go there, and someone is looking at me. I walk in the building. Not poor posture, not like looking on the ground, but looking on other people. Someone is looking at me. I go there, I am confident enough to speak to that girl. 1 year later, we are together in a relationship. Turns out that she found me attractive. Just by the way I was, just by my character, my feeling, my masculine vibe. The truth is that most of that came from the gym. Most of that came not from sitting there playing video games, not from being this blue pill who, oh, how do you feel? Most of that was from the gym. You probably have problems to cold approach girls. I was there too. And you, I see that in your eyes. When you are about to go and approach that girl, you have this resistance to speak to her. Because, oh, what will she think about me? Oh, maybe I'm not so attractive, whatever. You have these negative thoughts. Yeah, I see that, brother. I wish I could give you any advice on that. But I think I can give you only one advice that will change your whole mental state, your whole viewpoints, your whole sense of beliefs. That one thing is building an aesthetic physique. Young man will never become more confident about himself than he is when he achieves his physical peak. Before gym, I was kind of successful. Of course, in a way I could be successful as 16-year-old guy. I was a good scout chief. I was an amazing programmer. I was writing scripts, whatever, writing applications, helping people. But guess what? None of it never made me so confident about myself as much as seeing myself in that kind of masculine body. And the funny thing is that yeah, I feel like your older brother recording this video. It's not only about being masculine. It's not only about being in that masculine body. What's more, even more enjoyable is to see how your girl reacts to your body. How your girl reacts to your way of being, to your masculine core. That's something. It fulfills your masculine core so much that you are really fulfilled with your life. I've never felt so masculine than when I was in my peak and I was with my girl, showing her my peak, showing her that, you know, just smashing weights, fighting, sparring with other men. So hopefully after this video you want to build your own aesthetic physique. The truth is that you won't. You won't because you will make the same mistakes as I did. And if you don't want to make the same mistakes as I did, just let me teach you something, okay? First of all, let's say you train for months and months, but you don't see any progress. You try to pick higher reps, higher weights, but it's harder. You don't see any progress in your strength. You don't see any progress in your physique. You are still the same skinny guy as you were a couple of months ago. The mistake that you did, it was not under training. It was not training too low. It was actually not eating enough calories. So, not bulking. You have to bulk, especially if you start as a skinny guy. I don't care if you lose your six-pack, your abs. Don't care about your six-pack. Really, what I think that you should strive for is to build a big, chunky, masculine physique. And you can do that if you don't eat enough calories, if you don't eat surplus of calories. Surplus is like, it's like additional calories. So here's the level, your baseline, the calories that you have to eat to maintain your weight. So you have to eat even more in order to gain weight. And without gaining weight, it will be harder to see more muscles and more strength in your training. But let's say you think that, oh, gym feels like it's too easy. The truth is that after a couple of months, you will think that it's easy. You will get to a point when you won't feel that resistance, when you won't feel that it's hard to bench press. The truth is that you probably not train hard enough. There's a term called progressive overload, which means that every single week you have to progressively overload your training. For example, last week you benched 20 kilos. Next week you want to bench at least 25. You know what I mean? Just basically doing more. And it's either by adding more reps or either by adding more weight. I trained for like 6 months without seeing any progress, and I felt, oh, it's so easy to bench press. Yeah, because you don't add any weight. Because for 6 months you have not progressed anything and any more in your reps, in your weights. So how could you be able to even progress when you don't do anything to progress? And the last truth is that you will probably think that, oh, it's gonna take too long. That, yeah, of course, like, training is good, but I want to look like that right now. The truth is that time will pass anyway. Time will pass anyway. 2 years in my weightlifting journey, and I feel like this time just passed like that. Time is gonna pass anyway, no matter what will you do. So why won't you just start today? Why won't you just start doing something about your physique? Oh, it's gonna take too long. Time is gonna pass anyway. And if you will start today, 2-3 years from now, you will have the body that you will be extremely proud of. And the mistake I did recently was having too much expectations. The truth is that you have to be humble, because you probably think that after 6 months, after 1 year, after 2 years, you'll look like, I don't know, Sam Sulek, whatever. The truth is that you won't. Most of bodybuilders spend at least 10 years in gym, bulking, training, cutting. And here you are, you have so big ego. You watch a couple of videos, a couple of motivational videos that, yeah, 1 year natural transformation on someone who's certainly on steroids. You brainwash yourself to think that, yeah, I'm gonna build that amazing body right now, just like that. You won't. It will take you at least 3 years. Of course, you will see some progress. You will be proud of yourself after a couple of months. But to really build that big, chunky, muscular physique of these fitness influencers, you will have to spend a couple of years doing that. But time's gonna pass anyway. So why won't you start? So do your best and leave the rest to God.